Hi, Divine Ones. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let us go ahead and take a nice replenishing deep breath in, breathing in all things of joy, peace, optimism, faith. Breathing in that prana. I want to thank you guys so much for your love and support. Thank you for your donations. Thank you to those of you who reach out for personal readings. I thank you guys so much for your subscriptions. Just thank you guys so much for rocking with me and being patient with me and being understanding with me. Today is June 17th, 2019, and it's the day of the Sagittarius full moon. I don't know about y'all, but I'm so ready to burn and release all things that don't serve me. Whenever there's a full moon, it's a time to end things that don't serve you and welcome in those things that you need to help you navigate this new cycle that is forth. And for you all today, I'll be recording a pick a card reading. And for those of you who are not familiar with a pick a card reading, these type of readings allow you to tune into your intuition and allows you to receive the messages that your soul needs to receive for whatever point in time you're viewing this video. So it doesn't matter if you watch this video today on this lovely Sagittarius full moon, or if you watch this video next week, or a month from now, or a year from now. By you using your intuition to pick from this pile of cards that I'm getting ready to put forth, you will receive the message that is intended for you to receive. I thank you so much, Divine Source, for allowing me to channel these messages for the beautiful souls that listen. I thank you for allowing me to be a channel. I thank you so much for divine wisdom, divine love, divine peace. I thank you so much for every listener. Allow the messages to touch the heart and the minds of those who click on this message, whether it be today, next week, a month from now, or a year from now. Today, we'll be doing what you need to surrender. There comes a time in our lives where we all need to surrender something, whether it be fear or need to surrender our tendency to want to control things, or whatever the case may be. There's always a time where we just have to surrender and let go, and let God and let the universe and let the heavenly angels and our ancestors assist us in certain things. So as I shuffle the cards, just go ahead and continue to breathe. This first deck will tell you what needs to be surrendered in your life. There will be 4 separate piles. Also, there will be a time stamp listed there. I will put the time stamp in the description box for you all. For some of you, or for anyone this resonates with, I just spoke about fear earlier. And fear can come in many different ways. It can be a fear of your own success, a fear of stepping out there, a fear of even putting yourself out there. So what you are to say today for anyone dealing with any type of fear is that you sever the ties to that fear. I break any ties to fear. That's what I hear. Say I break any ties to fear. Use my angel answers. So as I stated before, if you would like to fast forward through all of the shuffling, feel free. I will put a I will put the timestamps in the description box. And for those of you who are not familiar with what a timestamp is just me letting you know when whatever section you pick starts. So let's just say you pick section number 2. If you pick section number 2, depending on when I get started with that particular section, there will be a time stamp to that particular section. All right. And I will actually be doing these series for the summer. So the readings will be, I will do, there's two for this one. And I'm not going to pick that other one up. I'm just going to allow those 2 to be it. Wow. So there's 2 for this one too. And the number 2 definitely deals with the frequency of balance, partnerships, relationships, stability. So for 2 cards to come out for section 2, that's something. Possibly 2 different messages for those of you who feel drawn to number 2. There will actually be 3 different, no, actually I'm going to do 4. So there will be 4 different piles. I'm just going to pull what I feel to pull. And remember, this series is all about what needs to be surrendered in your life. A lot of the times, we can block our own blessings by holding on to certain things that need to be released, because when you release those things, those blocks, that's what paves the way. So we're going to have 4 different decks here. 4 different sections. Groups. I'm just going to call it groups. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4. And I'm going to actually move these up so that you all can see them. Alright. So that's number 1. That's number 2. Wait a minute here. We're going to have to rearrange how I'm doing this, because I need you guys to be able to see them. So this will be group 1. This will be group 2. Alright. And then I'm going to put group 3 right here. Because I want, as a matter of fact, you guys can see group 3, can you? You can see group 4 too. Okay, cool. Alright, I just wanted to make sure y'all could see them. So I'm working on group 3 right now. This is group 3. But this group 3 need to group 3. Okay. All right. Group 3. Angel answers. Wowzers. Okay, well, whoever put... Oh, no, I didn't see. And 2 cards fell out for group 3. And then last but not least, group 4. And remember to use your intuition to pick these cards. Thank you so much, benevolent ancestors and spirit guides, for your assistance. Okay. Okay. This will be a series. So for July and August, this is what I'll be doing. I have other things that I'm working on as well to bring you guys more content and also more gifts. That one will come out. Alright, you guys. I'm going to ring my singing bell one more time to go ahead and take another replenishing deep breath in. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, remember, there's 4 different groups. Use your intuition to choose the message of surrenderance you need to hear. Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4. I'm going to move the other groups to the side, and we're going to start with Group 1. Group 1, what does Group 1 need to... Oh my gosh. See? What did I just talk to y'all about? Fear, right? And I told you guys, that's what I heard. So for those of you who picked Group 1, and I'm sorry, I have my camera at a new angle, so I'm trying to see how to work with it that way. But it's all about surrendering. Okay? Let go of fearful stories you are telling yourself. Let go of fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So definitely... And I wasn't going to say, but when I took that deep breath in, I heard, stop moving so slow and move faster. So that is for whoever. Ooh, okay, yes. So this fear, for those of you who picked number 1, this fear is about you going to the doctor. All right? This fear is about you going to the doctor with the doctor card here. Some of you have fears about what certain tests are going to say. Spirit wants you to have the courage with the 7 of Wands here Spirit wants you to have that courage. Do you see what this says? Having courage to move on. And I really feel like I see the police in the background. You see how there's chaos in the background of her? But she is she's relaxed. And she's definitely just, what is this? This is a 7 of Wands. And so with me seeing, and it's kind of like some of you are even defensive about it because someone has been asking you to go to the doctor. And you've been defensive about it. Your defensiveness is because of the courage that you lack due to the fear. You feel like there is something wrong with you. You know, you've been paying attention to your body and you realize something isn't right. And Spirit really wants you to get past that fear of not going. See, yes, this is your message. Is to reflect and redirect your energy. Because a lot of the time, any dis-ease can be caused for us. And I feel like for some of you who pick group 1, the dis-ease you're feeling in your body is because you have not forgave yourself. You haven't forgave yourself for something that was done, or you haven't forgave the other person. Don't allow the low vibrations of fear to cause you not to go. Get yourself seen. And for some of you, this is mental. Some of you really need to go and speak to a counselor, a psychologist who can help you. And remember, there's a balance that needs to be met because we have compromise here. There's a balance. Oh, goodness. How can I get this? You see these scales here? There's definitely a balance that needs to be taking place in your life. There's too much energy being given to fear. Don't allow the fear to keep you away from seeing the doctor. Whether it's a doctor for physical ailments, a doctor for your mind, or a doctor for your spirit. Also, I hear nature will help you. For those of you who spend a lot of time indoors and are closed off, it's recommended that you go outside in nature, plant your feet in the ground, sever any attachments to the fear. So those of you who pick group 1, yeah, Spirit wants you to stand up. And it may be a situation that takes place at the doctor's office, where your doctor may be telling you one thing, but you may want to do something else. But the doctor is giving you the correct advice. And so therefore, you must compromise and do what's right for yourself to help your mind. Release this fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself about going to the doctor. Summon the courage you need to do that. And instead of directing your energy towards all of that fear, you need to redirect your energy. I see this squirrel gathering nuts for the journey. Just as this squirrel has gathered a nut to go on his journey, to go on his path, Spirit wants you to gather this courage. This courage. Because some of you, for some of you, this is a very deep-seated fear. You are afraid of what the report is going to say. But you must surrender to that fear and redirect your energy to thoughts that are positive for you. Whether you know it or not, your cells in your body respond to the very thoughts that you speak. To the thoughts you think. Because even those thoughts become words that you speak. So you take those images from the spirit realm of your mind and you allow them, when you speak these things of fear, you allow them to manifest in the material realm. And so therefore, for those of you who pick message number 1, please release the fear of going to the doctor. Release the fear of the report that the doctor is going to give you. Have faith and know that whatever the ending result is, there must be compromise there. Alright? There must be compromise. The doctor may be telling some of you to give up smoking cigarettes, to give up the food you love to eat. And you're going to have to compromise if you want to have a healthy, thriving, living vessel for your spirit to reside in. Let us move on to group number 2. What does group 2 need to surrender? See, group 2, I told y'all this is about partnerships. Surrender defensiveness. Some of you need to stop being so defensive. Stop being defensive in your relationships to others. Stop being defensive in conversation. Some of you do not listen to understand. Some of you listen to respond. And therefore it causes disagreements. Let's see what this other is. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out. Then offer a clear, non-defensive response. And I see the 5 of Cups here. And this definitely represents some type of loss. Yeah. If you guys do not surrender defensiveness. Oh yeah. And haughtiness. Haughtiness. Yeah, this is you feeling all superior, thinking you know more than other people. Being on a high horse. But with the next card, there's about to be death to that. And loss if you don't change your ways. Yeah, this is a real serious message for those. And this deals with partnerships, which is why 2 cards came out. With the 5 of Cups, that represents loss, and this is sadness. And guess what? This is your own self-inflicted things that you're doing, choosing to put a blindfold on your defensiveness. But honey, if you got this message today, Spirit wants you to get out of your own way. Being defensive can cause you to lose relationships. And if you really love these people and you want to keep them in your life, you must stop doing this to yourself and doing it to people. Alright? Wow. Yeah. This is a loss. A loss from your own self-imposed beliefs and things about yourself. And this is, for some of you, y'all think y'all better than people, or you have a lot of pride. Because just like this said, defensiveness is a sign of weakness. It's a sign that you're ready to act in a defensive mode. So therefore, the conversations you have with people can easily get out of control because of this haughtiness, this sense of pride. There must be death to that. There must be a death to that. Yeah, because it's going to cause you great loss, great disappointment, feeling all alone because of something you did to yourself. This is self-imposement. This is the Eight of Swords. This is you. Self-imposed. Restricting your own self from your own growth. But what I like about this ending message is to walk in beauty in the near future. In the near future, surrender this defensiveness so that you may walk in beauty. All right? In the near future, you will be better. You will learn how to communicate clearly. And I feel like for some of you, this defensiveness that you have really stems from some particular childhood conditioning as to where maybe you weren't allowed to speak up for yourself. Maybe you grew up in a household as to where your parents or whoever raised you told you, you do as I say. You know, they may have not allowed you to have a opinion on things. All right. And it could have caused you to unconsciously have a very defensive, or maybe you were someone that was picked on, you know. Maybe you had childhood bullies, or maybe you were picked on in the home. Maybe you were the child that always got centered out. And it caused you to have a very defensive mindset. And it's from a sense of pride. It's not even, there's some kind of aura you carry that you've put. It's not even you. It's this mask that you put on. But there must be a death to that so that you can be transformed, so that there won't be this loss. All right? So that you can, in the future, walk in this beauty. All right? Walk in this beauty. Walk in love. Look, we got wondrous universe. So this is spirit way of telling you, look, you don't have to be defensive all the time. If you just listen to what people are saying, you will be surprised what you hear. You'll be surprised what you was not hearing because you were listening to respond instead of listening to understand. And this will bring you a lot of more healthier relationships and partnerships. You will see that your relationships with people has gotten better because you stopped doing this to yourself. All right? You do not want to be in a state. Do you see him? This is barren. It looks like, yeah, he's in a graveyard. All right? And then we have death here. Yeah, there must be a death to this behavior right here, or you will find yourself, you know, he's out there. No one's there. He's out there by himself. You know, there's no color in his life besides the color that's coming from. Wow. Yeah. This is definitely, you will feel emotionally alone if you don't get a hold on this here and this here. So Spirit, this is a very urgent message for those of you who picked this. All right? Try to walk in this. Because once you do it, as I was saying, once you walk in beauty, do you see what that says? Wondrous universe. You see how his arms are open? Your whole world is going to change once you give up having a defensive behavior. You will see your life open up to wonderful new possibilities. So definitely work on that for those of you who pick group number 2, alright? And remember, this is stuff you're doing to yourself. And it could definitely stem from some type of conditioning you've had in your childhood. Definitely. Let's go on to group number 3. Surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. So what I feel here, and I see the 3 of Wands here. And this is you wanting to move in a new direction. See, this is someone who has been working hard. For those of you who pick group number 3, let me just lay the cards out and get the whole... Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is some of you. Because with the 3 of Wands here, this is all about wanting to move in a new direction. Alright? This is some of you who are dealing with some kind of pain with the forgiveness here. And this could stem from you needing to forgive yourself or you needing to forgive others. And I hear strict parent. Strict parent. Because the pleasure seeker's card is here. And I really feel like for some of you, you feel a little resentment towards a parent or a parental figure in your life. Because for some of you, instead of you enjoying, because this is what you need to surrender to. So I feel like some of you you're focused, right? You're staying focused. Okay, it says to hold the course. So you're staying focused on this new direction you're going in. You're checking out books at the library. You're getting everything you need for this new direction. Some of you have been working hard all of your life because of this parental figure who told you all work, no play. And that's not a way to live life. Okay, you cannot enjoy the pleasures of life when you are so stuck on working all of the time, y'all. So this is Spirit's way of letting you know that it's time for you to have some fun. Alright? And for those of you who feel this resentment, because I definitely feel like there's some resentment for the people who picked this. And like I stated before, the resentment could be from a parental figure who really, they were doing the best that they knew. And they worked hard. And it's like when you constantly working so hard, okay, and when you constantly have things on your mind, alright, this can cause you to not really be enjoying life. Because number one, you're thinking about what you have to do. Oh, especially for those of you who work in an office setting. Oh, I have to get paperwork done for this. I need to make sure I got this done and that done. And you're just working. To the point where you're not having fun. You're not enjoying life. So the overall message here is to forgive those. Because we got forgiveness here. So this definitely has something to do with forgiveness. Maybe forgiving the people you have this resentment to. It could be people in your life who you feel like, man, they get to have fun. They get to go out and have fun all the time. And I'm here working. I'm here trying to stay focused and work. And some of you need to, I just hear some of you need to forgive yourself for feeling guilty. Oh my gosh. You should not feel guilty about taking a break and enjoying yourself. Because I definitely just heard for some of them, they feel guilty about enjoying themselves. When Spirit told you ain't no need for that. Spirit wants you to surrender to the wonders and the awes of life. And just to go with the flow. Stay focused, but still go with the flow, See how he has his books but he still kind of got his streetwear on just a little bit, you know. He has on casual wear, but then he has on a hoodie. You know what I'm saying? So this is definitely all about you still staying focused with the foresight here. Still staying focused on what it is you're trying to do, this new direction you're going in. But definitely being sure to have fun. And what I get from the ask for help from others is those of you who have been taking on a lot of the workload. All right, you've been in this position where you may go to work and you pick up the slack for other people who don't work as hard as you. Because remember, this is all about spirit telling you to, you know, stay focused on what you're doing. That's good that you're doing that, but have fun too. And so some of you need to stop taking up the lack for other people, all right? And ask them to help you, all right? Some of you who are trying to go in this new direction in your life need to ask people who are more certified that can help you too, as well. Definitely. Surrender to the wonders of life. So, for those of you who pick group number 3, Spirit's overall message for you, sweetheart, continue to work hard, forgive, and have fun, all right? Don't overwork yourself. Let some of that load off. Give some of that load to other people. All right? Have fun, sweet sugars. Have some fun in your life. Let's move on to group number 4. What message do you have for group number 4? Surrender to the magic of who you are. Yeah, this is all about stepping into your power. Yes. Surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. Yeah. Because we got the Lord card here, and this is all about stepping into your power. This is all about owning your uniqueness. And then we have the Empress here. Aww. And for some of you, this is about yeah, this is about owning who you are. This is stepping out in your truth, knowing your power. Yeah. This is all about being unapologetic. This is all about the creativity you possess. Spirit wants you to show that, broadcast that, share your light. Step into your power. Okay. Now, usually this card can speak about, you lording over other people. But this particular message is for you to definitely step into the power of who you are. All right. Owning your uniqueness. The Empress represents fertility. It represents creativity. All right. Some of you could be dealing with a Taurus. A Taurus could have told you, look, follow your passions, okay? The Empress ruled by Venus. What is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you love? All right? Show your uniqueness in the way that you dress. Show your uniqueness in the way you wear your hair. Show your uniqueness in the way you choose to interact with people. All right? So this is all about owning your power for those of you who picked group number 4. Yeah. The narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully. And also, there's no need to worry. Yeah. Some of you have some fears and worries surrounded about stepping into your power, stepping into who you are. You don't want people to think you're weird. You don't want people to look at you differently. But this is a Spirit's way of telling you, honey, it's time to walk in it. Don't worry about other people. And tread thoughtfully is just about, while you're on this journey, listen to your intuition, because the Empress represents can represent your intuition as well, because Venus deals with love and money and things like that. And so when it comes to love, especially when dealing with a lover, your feminine side is always intact, because you are expressing those high vibrational qualities of love and concern for your lover. Love and compassion for your lover. You know? And so when it comes to yourself and owning who you are, okay, you don't need to worry about no one else. Alright? Keep your thoughts positive and know who you are and own it and walk in your power. Okay? Live your truth unapologetically. Okay? We got her half. The bottom portion of her is covered. Her top part is free. And this is about you uncovering and, what word am I looking for? Uncovering your truth, living your truth, owning who you are, and walking in it. The narrow path. This is you walking your path. This is you walking out your soul's mission. Doing it in a way no one else can, because no one else is uniquely you. So group 4, sweethearts, this is all about you walking in your power. Alright? Surrender to the magic of who you are. I'm laquannadivine. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for your love, donations, your subscriptions, everything. And if you would like to schedule a personal reading with me, all of that information is in the description box. Thank you so much, beautiful people. Peace, love, and light. And I'll catch you guys next time for your new Pick a Card series.